Okay, so it's been a minute since I've been out here, and it's really been quite a month after getting laid off after finding the hornet nest. I had to take care of 2 hornets' nests in the span of a week. That was interesting. One here, one out by the garage. They were all yellow jackets. And I've really just been doing what I can to make the best of my time. Let's make sure. Here we go. Here we go. I was a little too far away. Oh, that was a glancing blow. I got distracted last second because I saw something that looked ominously like a yellow jacket flying next to me, and I don't like to mess around with them. Found out that the best way to eradicate a yellow jacket nest, a wasp nest in general, is to use Dawn dish soap. And that was necessary because this wood is meant for burning. And I am just glancing off of this now. Not really doing much, missing here and there. But, it's good to get back to it. It's the last days of summer. There we go. And, it's good to get back to it. That's all I can say about it. I think we need to be like this. Yeah, just like that. This one might be better off used by the mall, but hey, when I'm getting these types of shavings off of it, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So, a little bit of a life update. I got laid off, as you all know, back in July. And I decided to take that time, use it wisely. I don't know when I'm going to get this much time off again. Oof, my form is so off. Decided to use this time to go visit family. So, I did just that. I visited them. I had a good time. Good time back in my old stomping grounds. And, looking out for hornets' nests. We got bald-faced hornets that keep coming to our fence and eating it up. So, I figure I'll just keep a good lookout so I don't get stung. There we go. Nice little shave right there. Get some coffee. Some good coffee here. I don't know, I was feeling a little bit depressed yesterday. I was having a good day before that, and then I needed to run uptown, and I had a mission that I was on, and I just kept messing up. You ever go with a mission and just keep striking out? We're going to use Big Boy this time. I'm going to see what I can do with this guy. Always treat your things nicely. We're going to see what we can do. But, have a mission for that trip. That was a good one. See, this is a long, thick, dense piece of wood. And in that instance, taking the heavy one to it is better. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this piece to balance, which is fine. Take that one over there. This piece, though, I should be able to get it nicely, like so. But yeah, things weren't going my way, so it just frustrated me all the more. And I did wind up getting it taken care of. I got it taken care of. I just think I wiped out the spider's nest here, which is very unfortunate. It was a beautiful web. But alas, I do need to chop all this wood. I do enjoy the beauty of nature. But yeah, I got depressed after that run, and you know, it's pretty impressive how the message is so simple that I have to share. The message that I have to share is very simple, but very effective, and that's why I say it over and over and over again. Happiness is a choice. I was in that moment allowing myself to lament for stuff that was outside of my control. I'll switch back to the lighter one. And I'm bleeding now. That's okay. And in those moments, what you need to do is get in the gym. Because sadness, I can never remember where this quote came from, but sadness, or not sadness rather, but depression is anger without the excitement. I once heard that somewhere, and I'll never remember where I heard it from, but I'll also never forget the quote because it spoke to me. And so in those instances when I am feeling that way, when I am feeling kind of depressed, the best thing for me to do is to get active. Because to generate excitement, all you have to do is start moving. On a physics-based level, heat is just particles getting more excited. They're moving around a lot. So, I almost took out my shin. That was fun. So, you just get active and you will excite the molecules, the cells in your body, and that sadness, look at that, that's funny. Got a little shard stuck in there. Here, put that over there. That sadness will get excited and it will turn into anger, and you can use that anger to then push through your workout. And once you push yourself to exhaustion, to where you can't work out anymore, you can't do anymore safely, you then get that energy out of your body, and then you just replace that with a good meditation afterwards, and suddenly you're at complete peace, and you've been able to restore that good feeling. And that's what happened to me yesterday, and then I was able to turn a really good day turned into a really bad day, and then a really bad day I was able to turn back into a really good day. That's going to do it for that log there. So just remember, happiness is a choice, and you always have the ability to change at any moment. All right, we're going for our first big boy of the day. Ever since changing my form, I will say I've been able to do this much more effectively, safely, better. Always stay in control of your acts, kids. Always maintain control. Ooh, that was a good split. Just some of the bark though. It was a little off. A little off target. It happens like that. Mistakes happen. Just roll with it. Nothing in life is perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. You just gotta roll with it and make it as best as you can. It's no one else's job but your own. As I'm about to, well, I have to do this. I hate doing this. Can I unlodge it, please? I guess we're gonna have to warhammer it. I hate warhammering. Oh, it's coming out. Thank goodness. All right. Done a couple of swings with that. Let's hit a swing with the big one. Get your footing. And that's why you got to be careful, because this is very lodged in there now. We're just getting leverage. Just basic physics to get that leverage and pull it out. All right, here's that. What we're gonna do. Okay. Ooh. Ah! That was almost bad, team. Woo! Ooh. No blood. We're good. But the blade of this axe just barely bumped into my knee. And that hurt a little bit. It's just a bump though. I move in a way that somehow I don't get hurt. I once was cutting an onion and the whole thing rolled on me and the blade hit my thumb. Somehow I didn't sever it, I didn't cut it. There was no damage to it. And it was a blunt knife, which a lot of people will say, well, it wasn't. It was a dull knife, not a blunt knife. It was a dull knife. A lot of people will say, well, that shouldn't have happened. It's actually worse to cut yourself with a dull knife than it is with a sharp knife, because you won't fully sever it or whatever. Less likely to be able to attach the appendage. But oh, we got some off that. That was not a pretty swing. This is one for that. Over there. Glancing blow. Oh, centipede. That guy. Sorry to destroy your home. We're going back to the light axe now. Oh yeah, that just kind of didn't do much, did it? It just kind of stuck in there. Each time I hit this with the light axe, I have to warhammer it, which is what I don't want to do. Not quite. Not quite. Can you just stop, please? There we go. Just try to be safe. Doesn't always work. All you can do is try. This one, I think I'm fighting against. This one's gonna take like an hour, and that won't be very entertaining for you all. Let's hope I don't stir up a nest here. I don't know, I'll never forget that when I was trying to just pull out a new piece of wood, and that yellow jacket nest just came busting up out of there. You didn't see it on camera, it didn't translate well, but I saw it, and I had to run away. That exploded. That exploded. Oh. Oh. This guy. This chopping block here has been about a year. I've had it for just about a year. And it's not made out of the densest wood. As you can see, I have a lot of chopping blocks over here. Potential chopping blocks. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna call this one good too. And over there, this guy here. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, owning property can be really annoying. It can be really annoying, especially when you just feel like relaxing, but you got a lot of stuff that needs fixed. This is not gonna sit straight. That's okay. That's all right. That's a good split. This is a really nice split. It's not all the way through. Oh yeah. That's really nice right there. Let's get that out of there. Let's see if we can get it to sit in a way that I can cut it. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Not with that one. That one's just not gonna sit right. You'll have that. I talk about it a lot. You'll just have that. But so while owning property can be really annoying, I also go back to the city sometimes and I look at what's going on out there. I'll take these problems every day. It's better to have to deal with just inconveniences like groundhogs and old buildings that just need a little bit of restoration when I can have a package sit out on my porch overnight and not have to worry about it being stolen. When I don't have to worry, I hear gunshots and I know it's just hicks having a good time. Hicks, country boys, pardon me. I don't mean to use slurs like that, but country boys having a good time instead of people, gang members shooting each other in the street or robbing someone or anything like that. Of course, I grew up a couple hours away from Chicago, and there's hardly any place worse than Chicago. Out there, it's pretty bad. Detroit's worse. Let's be honest, Detroit is worse. Very much so. So yeah, this chopping block here, not made out of the densest wood, and it's lasted me a year, so I can only imagine that the runner-up is going to last just as long, not longer. I think this, there we go, I got it to stay. Nope. I said that and it just decided to nope, right on out. It's a big fly. Alright. It's not gonna work. Can we make the big one stay? I think we can. There we are. Nailed it, guys. Nailed it. Okay, here we go. Nice chop. Yeah, I like to give myself props. I have to be my own cheerleader sometimes. We all should be that. We all should root for ourselves. It's good to hold ourselves accountable and be just as mean to ourselves as we need to be, but if you're talking to yourself in a manner that is so demeaning that you would never talk to anyone else that way, you need to rethink your strategy. And on that note, my stomach is growling really hard, so I'm gonna get some water. I did stop weighing myself for a period of time. In that last wood chopping video, I felt like I was bloated. Not myself, I wasn't feeling like myself. But after vacation, I was actually getting back into fat territory. So I spent the last week fasting, working out. Not fasting, just caloric deficit. And I got myself back to my normal range in about a week. A lot of people are like, wow, that's intense. Like, you must not have been that off. It's about 5 pounds off. I'm back in my normal range though. And it just comes down to a matter of eating lesser calories, working out more. I got into this phase when I was really working out that I could eat almost whatever I wanted and not have to worry about gaining weight because it would offset. I needed that energy for the gains, When you're not working out as regularly as you once were, you can't keep up on that. So you need to tailor your caloric intake to what you're doing. And I've now done that. I'm back to that. And I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Another thing that is happening to me, and I just think this is me getting older, is I'm not getting what I used to out of drinking alcohol. Beer just doesn't hit as good as it once did, and I actually prefer coffee. That just bounced right off. I just prefer coffee more than anything. But there's a knot down there. That's why that didn't go through. So we'll set this back up like this and get after it. So yeah, setting this up with the knot at the bottom, that's the money ticket. That's the money ticket to getting this one cut. This one feels like it can, yeah, I can sit up like that. All right, that should be a way that I can get it. There we go. This has been a very fruitful endeavor today. Of course, it always is when I chop wood. It always makes me feel really good. I love doing it. One of my favorite activities. Speaking of activities, there's a lot to do because we have a housewarming coming up. There's still a lot to do, but I am working my way through that list. We're working our way through it, not just me. We're working our way through it, and it's gonna come together when we need it. It's just gonna come right together right when we need it, as life tends to work out. There we go. Planning 2 parties, one happening this weekend, one happening in just over a month and a half, just around that time. Yeah, that was doomed from the start, guys. I got a nice little wedge out of it. See, I don't know if I've showed you this before. Where I'm putting these is right here. We have this nice log area. For the big logs that can't get cut, we put them over here. We'll use those as pieces later, deeper into the fire. This is our main set of logs here that we just use for regular old firewood. And then down here we got like shavings, little wedges, fire starters, etc. Right down there. And then of course you've seen our main pile and how we do with that. So that's where I'm putting those little wedges, is over there. And now's a good time to have our cold brew. Well, it's not really cold brew, it's just iced coffee, you know, as it goes. And that's the thing. I was someone who did both for a while. My coffee journey, I did start off, you know, with venti iced caramel macchiato with extra vanilla. And when I started brewing coffee, I really liked making just straight black strong coffee. And recently, you know, that was kind of my method for a while. When you fast, you can drink up to 5 cups of straight black coffee and remain in a fasted state. So that's why I just, when I'm on a weight loss type thing, I'm trying to get back to where I need to be, keep myself in check. I just drink coffee and water. I have a protein shake for lunch, and then I'll eat like a fairly big dinner. Oh, that was way off, guys. But it translated to, I got so used to that when I went to Starbucks, I suddenly was feeling like I was just ripping myself off by getting all the sugar. So what I started doing is just getting black cold brew, or just straight black iced, no sweetener, nothing. I call it getting work turnt, because if you like beer, you like bitter tasting things. So coffee is like beer for work. You know, you kind of feel a little buzz, that's why we drink it. But yeah, it's a stimulant, not a depressant. So you can really get after it, whatever you're doing. So I call it getting work turnt instead of just getting a little messed up and sitting around. You suddenly have all the energy to do stuff. And that's why I say what I say. Fun times. Cool story, bro. You know, I thought about doing a live stream of this, but I don't know how I'd read the comments. And I'm too far from the house to get Wi-Fi out here, so. Alright. When something breaks like this, you just call it. There's a big knot in there that I'm not going to be able to get. And I've gotten enough wedges out of this little one, or out of that specific log. Alright, I've been eyeballing this one for a while. So we're going to get it. Hopefully. Okay. If I can just chop it regularly and not get my axe stuck in it, that'd be really nice. Getting real serious with this. This is the main event. Feels like, anyways. Could go for a while, but I don't know how long I've been chopping. It's almost lunchtime. Out of there. There we go. Off. It was off, guys. Accuracy was off. Listen to the woods groan, squeal. Oh, it might be smart if I wore eye protection. Maybe. Or maybe not. This is so intense. I'm bringing the big boy. See what this small can do. Broke up my rhythm just to make sure it didn't fall off. Felt good to get into it. Back to the small one. I can swing it faster and harder. Oh, shoot. Use the leverage. Use basic physics, get the axe out. Fulcrums, levers, levers even. It's a lever or lever? I don't know. I suppose that's down to opinion, up for debate. It's getting really wedged in there. Look what I'm doing to this thing. See, I've been hitting here a lot. But I don't know, it's one of those things. Gotta keep at it. You just gotta keep at it. That's all you can do. That's all I try to do. Chop wood in a fasted state, they said. It would be fun, they said. It is fun. I just get tired easily. And you gotta keep at it. You just gotta keep at it. That's all I can do. I see a split starting down the side of it. There it is. We're almost there. We're almost to the first crack. There it is. Nailed it, team. Brute force. I'm going to take this opportunity to have water. Because I'm serious when I say this. Hydration is key to success. Hydration is key to a lot of things in life. I do love me some water. It's such a boring thing to say. I love water, I love coffee. But hey, I also love being fit and looking good for my age. You can't do that by having a ton of sugar or a ton of carbs. High protein is another thing you need. In fact, that's what the only macro I track is protein. Everything else will take care of itself. Of course, I'm not looking at being in a competition. Bodybuilding, that is. If I were a bodybuilder, I probably would care more about my macronutrient levels, macros, but I don't. The only macro I track is protein. High protein, more satiated, less bloated, hold on to your muscle better. Anyone that says, if I hear someone say protein one more time, I'm going to lose my mind, like, that's a red flag for me. It's healthy, health conscious. I get it, gym bros ruin everything, but you still have to have your protein. All right. So close, yet so far. This is gonna like snap. Am I able to get this? Nah, I'm not able to rip that in half. Well, we are about to explode this in half in like one or two more swings, it feels like. And then again, the last time I said that in a video, the log tuckered me out. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. I don't only talk about spirituality on this channel. I talk about maintaining a good lifestyle, healthy, being health conscious, seeking balance in most things that you do in life. Balance is the key to happiness, I've found. You can't fully deny yourself the pleasures of life and be happy. And likewise, if you let those pleasures take over your life, you will be unsuccessful. So find a healthy balance. Each has its own place and its own time. And just maintain consistency. Add discipline. And it's out of a place of self-love to do that. You owe yourself that much. So just break free of your addictions. Ooh, watch, that would be hilarious if that was the last words I said because the accent broke off. Break free of your addictions. Why don't you stop preaching? Alright, we're going for the big boy. Still have another half log after this. Oh, I missed completely. You know how depressing that is? It's pretty depressing for a guy like me. I'm shortening up because I'm paranoid of bouncing just under the axe head. I'm paranoid of hitting it here again like I've been doing a couple times this session. But let's just focus up. Nail it. Are you kidding me? I'm like glancing it. Low flying helicopter. All right, so right here, if I put all my body into it. There we go, guys. One more. Should be this one, so long as I hit my target. There we go. It's a good one. Still got more to go. Still got more to go. Going back to the big boy. Just focus now on getting it. Okay. I'll have to warhammer it. Okay. It's just a knot right here, I guess. It did not want to break. We will be hard pressed to get this down any more than it is. With a target that small, no way. All right. This was the other half. Tearing up my Band-Aid. Ah! a little splinter. This guy just stuck into my finger. Got all of that. The joys of working without gloves. All right, we're setting it up this way because my cuts are going this way on it. So we're gonna go back to the small guy. I think I'm gonna try to, there's that little piece sticking off this way, the way it's sitting. Ooh, well, take a look at this. I missed and I shaved off a big part of my chopping block, so this thing is seeing its final days. This thing is seeing its final days. It's been a good year. Has been a good year for it. Every dog has its day. Every day has its end. So, back this way. We'll do it this way. We'll go back to the big guy. I feel like I was having more success with it this moment. Just like that. Whoa! That bounced off, twisted the axe. That bounced off, twisted the axe, and shot the log to the right, as you saw. That was insane. That was insane. Safety first. Oh, that is like impenetrable. Okay. Okay. We'll do one more. I think there's a big old knot right there. And that's where I was hitting it last time. We'll do it this way, guys. Get the one strike split. And I'm really gonna bring it down. Really gonna bring it down on it. Alright. There we go. Gotta really bring it down. You want me to bring the hammer down? Sure, Thor. Don't mind me. Just keeping myself entertained. Shoot. You know, I'm wondering if a lot of wood shopping YouTubers, if they handpick the wood that they use for their videos. There's a big old knot. I see what's wrong. Big old knot. Literally where I'm chopping. So I'm flipping her upside down. We're going at it from right here. I see the problem. The fact that I was able to work through that knot, though, pretty kind of incredible. Also incredibly tiring, as you could imagine. Sounded really good on it. That's a really good sound. Really even stick in much. We're gonna get this. This This is definitely the last one of the video. Getting a little bit lightheaded. Worn out, tuckered out. Oh, come on. Not now. Well, maybe try this way. Nope. You know what this means? Time to Thor it. I'm not a fan of Thoring it, but just break. Right off the edge. Yeah, this this chopping block is seeing its last days almost. This one I'm gonna leave big. See this big bulgy knot? I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. Getting back here. Take a little bit of a breather. And the big boy. Let's get it. That did not want to stick. Who would have thought? You know, see, I'm literally resting it on this small little piece here. That's a little unbalanced. It's a little unbalanced. But you know what? We're making it work. Clear out this wood from the area I'm standing in. Oh, all right, that's it. This thing is not. I'll try it one more time. I don't like giving up on stuff, but I think I'm just trying for too much here. Might be trying for too much. I'll go back to this smaller one. All right, now then. Control your breathing. Control your life. 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 Okay. So I have to bring it down like this to try to get it to hit square. Luckily, it's a small piece. I just have to get my face a little too close for comfort. All right. It came out that time. Unfortunately, my chopping block, excuse me, is completely uncentered now. It has been roughly destroyed. So on that note, guys, I think now's a good time to stop. It's been a fairly good haul for today. Just a little bit to add to the pile. Of course, there's always more. And as you know, with these videos, I like to attack the bigger logs near the end. It's just the format we go with. So, if you like this video, consider liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. And until next time, my name is Ken, and I will see you then.